What you are about to see is a short clip from an Elluminate classroom. During the lesson, students used the multiple features of Elluminate to practice learned skills. They were also provided with a set of printed materials to complete examples individually. I hope this video gives you the opportunity to observe the many features available in an Elluminate classroom. Today we're going to be reviewing the past tense. If I were talking in the present, I would say, I am in class today. If I were talking in the past, I would say, I was in class yesterday. In the present, we use am. For the past, we use was. Present time, I say, I am in class today. Past time, I say, I was in class yesterday. June is here today. June was here yesterday. We are happy today. We were happy yesterday. Singular, one person. We say, I was, you were, she was, he was, it was. Plural, 2 or 3 or 4 or even 1 million. We say, we were, you were, they were. I, she, he, it was. We, you, they were. Let's see if you want to try an example. I would say for today, who wants to try this one? Raise your hand if you want to try. Okay, Massey, go ahead and write the answer for the present. Very good. In the present we say, I am at work. Now let's try for the past. Who wants to try for the past? Jasper, go ahead and write. Oh, there you go. You wrote it. I'm just going to move it. I was at work. Excellent. That is how you say for the past tense. Let's try and see if you can do this for the present. Brian, do you want to try and say how we say this in the present?
He is in the pool.
Okay, now go ahead and try it for the past.
He was in the pool.
Good job. That's exactly how we say it. Let's keep going. All right, we have this one. The moon, huge. Let's say we want to say this in the present. We want to say this today. Who wants to write? Okay, Hedy, go ahead and write. Excellent. For today, we would say the moon is huge because it's one. It's singular. Let's try in the past. Who wants to try and write in the past? Okay, you go ahead and write this in the past. Excellent. That's exactly how we say it. If I were talking about last night, yesterday, I would say the moon was huge yesterday. Okay, let's make one sentence, each one of us. I'm going to write the first one, and then you can do the same. And you're going from the present and one sentence in the past. So I would say, I am at school today. And then one in the past. I would say, I was at home yesterday. Okay? Now you write your own sentence. Perfect. You guys got it. Let me just move this one. You guys got it. Excellent work. We have, I am happy today. I was sad yesterday. I am at home today. I was at school yesterday. She is in the lab. She was in the lab yesterday. I am at, well, I don't know where this is, but that's okay. I was at the park yesterday. I am fat now. I was skinny yesterday. You can do this. You can use, this is called an adjective. You can make this with adjectives. You can say this about your physical appearance. Okay, let's keep going. Who wants to do this one? Is a full sentence. And we were talking about the weather. I would say the water is warm today. How do we say this in the past? Okay? Masi, go ahead and answer this one. Excellent. We would say the water was warm yesterday. Water is only one thing, so we would say this. Thank you, Hedy, for being supportive and giving your classmate applause. Good job. And a smiley face. Okay, now let's make the negative. The negative, we would say, I was not in class yesterday. All we need to do is take the same thing we know, I was, and then we're going to put the word not in there to make a full sentence in negative. And we can also take was and not, two words, and make a contraction and say wasn't. So I would say I was not in class yesterday, or I wasn't in class yesterday. She wasn't in class yesterday, or she was not in class yesterday. So I, she, he, it wasn't for one person. For two people and you, we use the word were and then not. So I would say you were not at home last night. And just like wasn't comes from was not, weren't comes from were and not. So we say we, you, and they weren't or were not. Okay, who wants to try this one? Who wants to say it? Let's say it first, and then we can write it. Who wants to say it?
But he wasn't in class yesterday morning.
Can you repeat it one more time?
But he wasn't in class yesterday morning.
All right, let's keep going. Okay, who wants to write this one? Okay, Hedy raised it first. Calm down. Go ahead, Hedy. Write the answer. Okay, they are in London tonight, but they were not in London last night. They is the subject in the first sentence, and they is also the subject in the second sentence, and we use were. Very good. Okay, look at this poor man. He's so sad. But yes, he says, I am happy today, but who wants to do this one? Jasper, go ahead and do this one. Excellent. That is how we say it. I am happy today, but I was not happy yesterday. This man is very sad. Okay, the weather is nice this week, but who wants to try this one? You? Go ahead and try. Very good. Very good. You can say it was bad last week, or you can also write it in the past tense. We can say it was not good last week. What's another way that we can write this? Who knows another way that we can say this? We can make a contraction. How else can we say this? We can also make a contraction between was and not, and we can say wasn't. All right, now let's go on your books on page 55. Open your books on page 55, and let's do exercise 33. All right, now we're going to do questions. It says, were you in class yesterday? The short answer would be, yes, we were, or we were in class yesterday. Okay? The answer for no would be, no, we weren't, or we weren't in class yesterday. Here's another question. Was Jean at the library last week? Yes, she was. remember that before, the subject was before was. But in a question, was comes before the subject. So we say, was Jean at the library last week? The answer, yes, she was. And we can say she because Jean is a woman. So we can substitute and we can say she instead of Jean. Let's keep going. If she wasn't at the library last week, I would say, no, she wasn't. Or she wasn't at the library last week. Okay, we can also put a question word. We can say where, what place. Where was Bill last winter? And a short answer would be in Mexico. A long answer would be he was in Mexico last winter. Okay, who wants to try this one? This is a question, and we want to ask a question about Andrea. Okay, Messi, go ahead and write. Very good. That's exactly how we say it. We put was in front of the subject, Andrea. And then the short answer would be, no, she wasn't. The long answer would be, she wasn't in class on Friday. Okay, here's another one. Who wants to try this one? Okay, you. Go ahead and answer this one. Very good. This one is a difficult one because you see, were you and Simi? We have two people in there, and that is why we say, were you and Simi at the lake last week? Yes, we were. We were at the lake last week. Okay, one more. Who wants to try this one? Jasper, go ahead and try this one. There's a question. And then Nina is our singular subject, so we're going to use was.
Jasper, where did you go last night?
I was at home last night.
Very good. You guys got it. All right. I'm going to put you in groups for 2 seconds, okay?
I hope this video gave you an opportunity to see how a classroom works using technology such as Elluminate. For more information on our traditional classes and online options, visit us at www.cecil.arizona.edu. Thank you for choosing Cecil. We value you as a student.